All right.
Okay.
One more.
All right. One more. Let's jump ahead a couple more years to the year of 2008. I'm gonna say this outside of uh, off the top of my head, I think outside of maybe 2005. I was at 2005. 2000. No, sorry, no, 2004. 2008 was probably one of WWE's best years for wrestling. You had Royal Rumble 2008. You had SummerSlam 2008, Armageddon 2008, Survivor Series 2008. All of them iconic pay per views, but you got to give it up to WrestleMania 24 from the Citrus Bowl. Uh, this had a lot of. The theme for this pay per view was a lot can happen within a year. That was the whole hype package going into it. You had the main big ones being Triple H coming back from injury, John Cena coming back from injury, the feud with Undertaker and Edge, a Big Show losing all that weight to slim down for his match with Floyd Mayweather. Uh, there was a lot riding on this theme, and I think a lot of it, and I think a lot of it delivered. And while it may not be top tier WrestleManias 17, 19, and 20, I would say overall this is just a good card from mostly top to bottom. To start off, they had the dark match for the to challenge for the, I think it was for the ECW title. Kane beat.
It was the number one contendership.
Yeah, Kane lasted Dark Battle Royal against Brian Kendrick, Chuck Palumbo, Cody Rhodes, Deuce and Domino, Elijah Burke, Jesse and Festus, Hardcore Holly, Jamie Noble, Jim Duggan, Jimmy Wang Yang, Kofi Kingston, Lance Cade, Mark Henry, Shannon Moore, Snitsky, Stevie Richards, The Great Khali, The Miz, Tommy Dreamer, Trevor Murdoch, and Val Venus.
There were a lot of kind of big up and comers in this field.
Yeah, I think this is before Cody ended up teaming with Ted DiBiase Jr.
Legacy.
Yeah, for Legacy.
Yeah, this would have to be back when he was teaming with Hardcore Holly.
Right.
Yes, it was.
Man.
Because by next year, it was Randy Orton versus the both of them.
No, yeah, 2 years later.
That was 26.
26.
Oh yeah, 26.
Right. Yeah, the following year they would start forming Legacy. It would be Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase, Randy Orton, and Manu.
Woo!
Amen.
Exactly. He was the son of Wild Samoan Afa, I think.
That sounds right.
He is.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, he was the son of Wild Samoan Afa, and he got kicked out of Legacy like really fast. But anyway, let's get on to the actual setting. Let's see. I think the card had it filled to. This was the estimate by WWE standards. 74,635 people filled the Citrus Bowl, and we kick things off with the ending of a really, really, really bad feud. JBL versus Finlay in the Belfast Brawl.
Really good finish.
Yes, it was a quick, stiff street fight. This was all of it. This was kind of fun. I could just watch Hornswoggle getting hit with a trash can over and over.
Can we? I know that we're gonna face copyright issues for this one, but can we get a gif of that going?
I'll see I'll see what I can find.
Okay, I'll act as if I'm still seeing it now. They're gonna be hit with that trash can.
Anyway, JBL, the heel, won the feud in this one. I won with a clothesline. This was an alright start to the match. And this was actually, do you remember, what was it? Alexa Bliss, she's going to be the host for this year's Mania. She was going through the list of all the previous hosts. She mentioned Kim Kardashian at the top of the card, and everyone started booing. He's like, wait, Kim Kardashian hosted? Which one? And then they toss over Kim Kardashian. Wait, it was this one she hosted? Oh right, it's set place in Miami. They're literally down the road.
Yeah, she probably didn't have to drive very far.
Nope.
Easy commitment.
Yeah, so there's not much to say. She was just there. She didn't really. She wasn't bad. She wasn't good either. She was just kind of there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be expecting too much out of her. She doesn't strike me as a wrestling fan. So.
Not really. Anyway, the next match after that was the Money in the Bank ladder match. CM Punk, John Morrison, Carlito, Shelton Benjamin, Mr. Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Thank you. Montel, MVP, and Chris Jericho. Once again, Shelton Benjamin is the MVP for these Money in the Bank ladder matches. This guy is insane. Also, a second shout out to John Morrison, who did the excellent moonsault with the ladder onto pretty much everybody. That was really good. This was total carnage from start to finish with the ladders. I think Benjamin took the big powerbomb spot into. He fell off the ladder into the other ladder up on the side. That was really fun. CM Punk wins. This was an excellent match. This was actually supposed to be Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got high.
Yeah, he got the 60-day suspension, and they inserted CM Punk into it. And ironically, the next year, CM Punk would go into a feud with Jeff Hardy over the same issue. So
over substance abuse.
Yep, and it was and it was feud, and according to the Slammies, it was feud of the year.
And CM Punk was right.
He got bit.
Because right after Jeff Hardy left, like literally 2.5 weeks later, he got busted for having anabolic steroids, marijuana, soma pills, fucking cocaine.
And then 2 years after that, it was TNA Victory Road.
Biggest ooh.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Fun fact, I watched that show live. I was pissed.
I bet that was fun.
That was back in the day where you had to pay for wrestling.
Like, people paid? Like, not
pay-per-view
thing? Like
it was TNA in... It was TNA in that era. They didn't have the internet.
Well, yeah, but you mean that everybody didn't just illegally stream it?
No. It wasn't a thing yet.
I'm sure it was in 2011.
I don't think there was any major streaming services. But anyway,
illegal ones.
Anyway, then we had the Hall of Fame. This year was actually, let's see if I remember who we had on the Hall of Fame card. It would help if I had it up. This year had a pretty good Hall.
You keep talking. I'll get the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, thanks. This is a pretty good Hall of Fame. The person who led it, of course, was Ric Flair, who was having a match against Shawn Michaels later in the night.
What year was it?
2008.
2008 was Ric Flair.
Yep.
High Chief Peter Maivia.
Oh yeah.
Rocky Johnson, Mae Young, Eddie Graham, Gordon Sully, and the Briscoe brothers.
Yes, Gerald and
Jack and Gerald
Briscoes. The Rock inducted both his grandfather and his dad into the Hall of Fame. That was nice. Actually, watching all the Flair kids induct their dad, or at least come out for their dad. Wow, the Charlotte,
baby Charlotte.
Charlotte's so young, and oh my God, David, you look. David gains a bit of weight.
We also had the best talker in the world induct Eddie Graham. Nobody wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, baby. We're gonna have a finish. Nobody wins. We'll build the chase. Everybody will pay double to see it again.
Yeah.
I don't care if my Dusty impression is shit. I'm gonna bring that
Mine
shit out
too.
anytime I can.
I gotta have some practice with my Dusty impression. Then there was a couple of other stuff. They had an interview segment with Snoop Dogg. That was it. That was a thing. Also Festus was just kind of standing there, as he usually is. And then
Poor Luke.
then
That
Santino
was
came.
actually his idea.
Oh, it was, huh?
Yeah, he like normally WWE saddles somebody with the retarded person gimmick, but like apparently Luke actually came up with the idea for that himself.
Huh.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like what Nick, what's his face with Eugene.
Yeah, Dinsmore? Dinsworth?
Yeah, Nick Dinsmore. Yeah, weird interview segment with Snoop, Festus, and Santino. Yeah, Santino Marella was the heel. Then for a while, I think it was just for 2 pay-per-views. They had a battle for brand supremacy match for each year. The last year for 23, it was Kane versus the Great Khali, and that was shit. And then this year, it was Batista versus Umaga, or Jerry Lawler calls him Umanga.
Umanga.
This was it was okay. It was actually more of just a standard match. Batista won with a Batista bomb. It was really over in just like 9
It was a
minutes.
piss break.
Well, the next two. Well, if you really want the piss break match, this and the following match, Chavo Guerrero versus Kane for the ECW Championship, 11 seconds, 11-second squash match.
Yeah, this is what Paul Heyman would have wanted.
And also, this was Joey Styles' last day on commentary. No, was it last day on commentary?
That sounds right.
It was,
Sounds right.
well, it was also
He's still in the company.
yeah. Yep.
He's handling the website.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There was some other stuff after this match. They had they had the what was it for Miami? They had like welcome the Welcome to Miami postcard segments, and there was a segment where it's Carlito versus Seagulls. That was weird. Then they had Raven Simone come out. They had she was out there in the ring presenting all the Make a Wish moment kids.
Wait, from That's So Raven?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it was nice.
I remember that.
And then Mike Adamle showed up.
Fuck,
I forgot.
Adam Lee.
I forgot that Mike Adamle was part of the company.
Jeff Hardy.
Well, yeah. Okay, to be fair, he sounded more relaxed. He didn't screw up any lines, but yeah, it's still Mike Adamle. Get him off my screen.
Ew. Ew.
And then we get probably the best match on this card. Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair in a career-threatening match.
Clinic once again.
Well, there were some interesting tidbits I noticed. For one, you remember who was reffing this match and Kanako no cheating? Charles Robinson. Little Nate was reffing.
Oof.
I noticed that when coming out, it's like, okay, who's ref? And I see Little Nate is reffing Ric Flair's last match in WWE. I didn't say anything.
Sounds like you got a bit of a cough there.
Really? No. I mean, I'm sorry. It's getting a little choked up. I mean, this is Ric Flair's last match in WWE TNA. Sorry.
I'm gonna get that checked.
Yeah, I really need to get that checked. Oh, okay. Anyway, there's not much I can say about this, but this had excellent storytelling throughout this match. The commentary for this match with Flair, Cole, and JR sorry, no, Lawler, Cole, and JR, excuse me, they stayed quiet to allow the sounds of the match resonate. And the only other time I could think of a match where the commentary stays quiet and allow the actions in the ring to take hold was the end of an era Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 28.
Yeah.
There, again, a lot of great spots. The big one, the great table spot with Michaels missing right off the bat. When we get towards the end, Shawn Michaels just hesitating to drop the Sweet Chin music. He even uses an inverted figure four leg lock, which is basically just a weaker form of it. And then, just the last like 20 or so seconds. I'm sorry, I love you, Sweet Chin. 1, 2, 3. This is a match that needs to be experienced. You need to watch it from start to finish just to soak everything in. I can't. My summary does not hold it justice.
There is a reason why Shawn Michaels has the moniker Mr. WrestleMania.
Yeah. Before the match, Shawn bought a couple of Rolex watches for himself and Rick. Richard Flair, Rick's watch said Richard Flair to be the man, and on Shawn's it said Shawn Michaels, you got to beat the man, and it's just like a heartwarming send up until TNA. Sorry, it's coming back again. I really need to take care of that. Okay, so following, Edge had a nice interview with I forgot who the interview person was, but he had a really nice interview where he's talking about his experience about growing up in WrestleMania and being in the crowd for WrestleMania 6 and how Hogan was his hero, and when Hogan lost, it was a sense that he lost his innocence when Hogan lost at WrestleMania 6. So thank you, Ultimate Warrior. You made Edge heel. And after that was the worst match on the card, the Playboy Bunny Lumberjill match. Ashley Massaro and Maria Kanellis versus Beth Phoenix and Melina.
This wasn't a great time for the women.
Oh my god, this was awful.
So the Lumberjills were Eve Torres, Cherry, Jillian Hall, Maurice. Hey, Maurice, you doing good? Katie Lee Burchell.
Who?
AKA, I have incest with my brother.
Oh god. Oh, implied incest to Paul Burchill. I forgot about that.
Yes,
this is why whenever I bring up Paul Burchill, I only ever bring up the pipe.
She's currently, I believe, wrestling in TNA.
Yeah, Impact. Yeah,
under the name Katarine.
Okay. Who are the other Lumberjills?
Yes.
Who are the other Lumberjills?
Continuing on, we have Layla, Michelle McCool, Mickey James, and Victoria. So many good fucking wrestlers wasted.
And you put in Ashley fucking Massaro.
Yep. Who the year before this, she had a women's title match, if I recall correctly, which was shit. And the year after this was the Miss WrestleMania Battle Royale. I'm going to go cry now.
This was the worst match on the card. I could tell. I knew it was going to be the worst match on the card because the lights went out.
They didn't want you to see it.
Whoever that
holy shit.
Whoever that hero. What's the holy shit moment?
She has 2 singles.
Who?
Ashley has a fucking music career.
I don't want to listen. This kind of makes it worse. But yeah, the lights went out during the match and they had to resort to spotlights. Yeah, so Beth Phoenix went for a team. This was awful. This was
at least the right person won.
Yeah, well,
Like, if there's one person that I'd want to win out of these wrestlers, it would be Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, that is true. Then Snoop Dogg clothesline Santino after the match.
Good for him.
And then next was the palate cleanser. Randy Orton versus Triple H versus John Cena. This is how you book these three. Fast-paced, each one of them getting their spots in, and make sure and keep it under 15 minutes, or at least close to 15 minutes. 1409. That is how you book these three. Yeah, this was actually so this was surprisingly good. Actually, throughout the night they had a poll going of who was going to win the match, and I believe Triple H had the most percentage at like 54, followed by John Cena, and then Randy Orton had only 8. And Randy Orton was the underdog, and whoever bet on the underdog won a lot of money that night.
Wonder what the odds were.
I don't know.
I don't know, and they don't usually list this stuff.
Nah.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. Continue.
All right. Next, okay, so you remember how WrestleMania 11 had a pretty decent match involving a superstar and a celebrity?
Mm-hmm.
This, I think, is probably the best one. Floyd Mayweather versus The Big Show. Wrestler versus boxer.
Well,
I was like, I know it's weird saying this, but this was actually quite excellent. Both excellent selling from both competitors. Like, there was a good point where Mayweather actually did have Big Show on the ropes, and it was actually legit terrifying. Mayweather, of course, wins via knockout with the brass knucks. Right. Celebrity wins. That was very good. A little behind the scenes stuff. Thanks to you once again, What Culture. The person who was the stand-in for Floyd Mayweather was Evan Bourne, aka Matt Seidel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
as a quick note, I think this is the second best moment with a WWE employee and
a celebrity.
The best being that one security guard and Gronk.
Which also took place at the Citrus Bowl.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, this was a good match. And then finally, the main event, Undertaker versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, this is the best Undertaker main event until WrestleMania 26. Edge and Undertaker just put it all out there. The story, like, Edge seemed to have a counter for Undertaker for almost everything in this match. Edge had pretty much all the momentum going in. And
quick question. What did you say about it being the best Undertaker match?
Best Undertaker main event until WrestleMania 26. Because the only other WrestleMania main event starring the Undertaker was versus Psycho Sid at 13.
Yep.
Okay.
Then he had a match against Shawn Michaels, and I was there for it.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And my little brother cried, and I am going to throw him under that bus so many times.
But yeah, this was excellent from start to finish. You had Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins almost get killed. That was yeah. There's another to say, but this was actually, if Edge didn't lose at 23 at the Money in the Bank ladder match, this would have been a streak versus streak match.
And he might as well have won, because like he took the Kennedy won, and he took the briefcase from him like 2 weeks later.
Yep. Because steroids.
Because drugs. Don't do
I thought it
drugs,
was
kids.
because of injuries, because like they were worried.
Well,
that
no,
would be out for a long time.
he got caught up in the steroid ring, right? Right as soon as what do you call it? Oh wait, was it injury? It might have been injury. He was knocked out of the illegitimate son angle because of the steroid ring. I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But yeah, this was easily at the time Edge's best WrestleMania match, barring the time he went through a flaming table.
For that time, he super speared Jeff Hardy.
Yep.
Basically, this was the best match that he did without having to kill himself.
Yeah, pretty much. This was excellent. Overall the pros for this: Edge, Undertaker, the Money in the Bank ladder match, Flair's retirement match, the WWE Triple Threat, and Mayweather and Big Show still holding up. Was that this made the show? Also, a quick side note: a couple people got injured because the pyro at the end snapped an electric cable and kind of fried a couple people.
Oh dear.
Yeah, well, this was during the Undertaker's ending pyro. What happened was one of the fireworks hit a cable and it snapped, and it caused the sparks to fly into the upper right rafters, and like several people got injured. Close to 60 people got injured. A couple of them had to be hospitalized for severe burns. It's the one thing that you don't want to forget about WrestleMania 24 outside of the Playboy Lumberjill match.
Yeah.
It's somehow the people somehow the Lumberjill match got more burned.
That's a quality way to end this, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
So, I was going to answer the question of the Mr. Kennedy thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So apparently, no, he just lost the Money in the Bank opportunity to Edge.
Oh.
He got injured during that match where he lost it to Edge.
Okay.
Bummer.
Gotcha.
But
then the story brings.
But yeah,
yes.
we'll be able to cut it down a little bit because we had to take a couple of breaks. But yeah.
Yes, but anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, next time tomorrow is going to be Thursday, which means it's going to be the predictions for NXT Takeover New York, which should be Brooklyn 5. But
Yay!
Yes.
Yes, we will see you then.
Bye bye.